Hello everyone, today we are going to learn valuation of share. Method of valuation of share, there are three methods of valuation of share. First, net assets method, second, income yield method, third, fair value method. Today we are going to discuss net assets method. Net assets method, also called intrinsic value method, assets valuation method and balance sheet method. When valuation of share is depend upon the assets and liabilities of the company, it is known as net assets value method. Net assets method. For the purpose of valuation of share under net assets method, there are two steps. First, calculation of net assets and second, value per share. Calculation of net assets. First, we calculate valued new goodwill of the firm, add fixed assets, current assets and investment. There are fixed assets and current assets are revalued at current value less outside liabilities and provision. Then we will get net assets of the company. After that, value per share. Value per share, there are two cases. In the case of company having only equity share, second, in the case of company having equity share and preference share both. In the case of company having only equity share, there are also two methods. First, one type of equity share means company having only one type of equity share, that is fully paid. Second, more than one type of equity share. In this case, company having one equity share or two equity share, both are different denominator, or rupees 100 equity share or rupees 10. In the case of one type of equity share, net value per share is equal to net assets upon number of equity share. When more than one type of equity share, in this case, first we calculate value per rupees. Value per rupees is equal to net assets upon total paid up capital. After that, we calculate value per share. Value per share is equal to value per rupees into value paid up per share. In the case of company having equity and preference both share, in this case, when company equity and preference both share, there are four methods regarding when preference share have priority to payment of capital only, when preference share have priority to payment arrear of dividend only, when preference share have priority to payment capital and dividend both, and fourth case, when preference share have no priority to payment of his capital and arrear. In first case, when preference share have priority to payment arrear of dividend only, in this case, value per share is equal to net assets minus arrear of dividend upon number of total share. In case second, when preference have priority to payment capital only, in this case value per share is equal to net assets minus preference share capital upon number of equity share. In case third, when preference share have priority to payment capital and dividend both, in this case value per share is equal to net assets minus preference share capital and dividend upon number of equity share. In fourth and last case, when preference share have no priority to payment capital, value per share is equal to net assets upon total number of share. Thank you.